Hello and cheers. Welcome to Americans Learn. My name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be looking at another WILTY compilation. This one is Claudia Winkleman. This episode is called Claudian Chicanery, which I find very funny. I like that a lot. I like the word chicanery. I think it's fun. Just a quick apology. I am still sick. I have my tea with me today. But I know that it's sort of like in my voice a little bit, and I don't need to hear it. I know I'm sorry. I'm sorry in advance. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing what Claudia has to do. I mostly know her from Big Fat Quiz, and so I'm excited to see her in a slightly different setting because I know she's got she has a talk show, but I don't think it's a similar kind of talk show that a lot of the other comedians and stuff on this show usually have. So I don't really know. I don't know. What does Claudia Winkleman do? Let me know. I'm sure that they'll tell me at some point in this particular episode, but if they don't, feel free to educate me in the comments. Here we go.
Well, then I will go lie.
I think I've got away with it.
Claudia Winkleman.
Hey!
Ooh, those are different bangs.
No.
That's how you know this is an old one. Her bangs don't go right across her face.
There's a box just behind the stage there, Claudia, if you'd like to get the box.
Hold on, bear with me.
Huge.
Take out its contents.
Okay. In here is my pet cat from when I was little, and my dad had her stuff for me when she died.
Oh.
Here she is.
I'll just pop her on the desk there, Claudia.
Was she run over?
The look on her face.
Did you want your father to stuff your cat?
No,
once
but
it
I was
died?
so devastated. I was so upset that she died. So my dad, as a present, gave it to me, all stuffed, and she came to my wedding.
Sorry. Came to your wedding?
I think Lee, not of her own accord.
Was she a bridesmaid and came down on a trolley?
No.
Claudia, sorry, can you just remind us again how your poor little cat died?
Yes, well, she got sick.
And were you pleased with this dead cat?
Stuffed cat.
I was very pleased because she's sort of lucky. Like, if you're anyone's
She's
near
lucky.
her...
I would hate to see what happened to the unlucky one.
Cremated.
What are we saying?
I want this to be true because it'll be funny. It'll be funny if it's true.
I just don't believe Claudia, even in Claudia's world, which I love. However, this is a step too far. I just don't believe. Well,
That's pretty convincing.
what the hell? She looks like a very lovely but slightly unstable woman, and I'm going to say that that's true.
You're saying it's true? OK, Claudia Winkleman. Is it true or is it a lie?
It is indeed a lie.
Oh, what a shame.
I hate
Possession.
OK, now, there's a box on the floor, Claude, next to you.
It's too bad that she doesn't
First
like
of all,
cats.
Bring the box up onto the desk and then read the card before you open the box.
Okay.
There we go. So, first of all, read the card.
Okay, this is Yoshi. I recently took him to the vet because I thought he was depressed.
All right, well, now open the box, please.
I'm not opening it. What is it?
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
Can you take him out of the box and just pop him on the stunningly realistic grassy surface we've put in for you? There he is. Oh, I love rabbits.
Hang on, we can't see it.
Do you want me to touch it? Are you
Yeah.
worried about touching?
No, it's that. It's mine.
Is it like a sort of a tortoise?
It's a tortoise.
It is a tortoise.
A little tortoise.
Surely you would kiss him, wouldn't you, Claudia? You would give him a little kiss.
I don't kiss anyone.
Oh, you would kiss him, though, if he's your little Yoshi.
Yeah.
You'd give him a kiss.
Like that. I don't want to bother him.
No, a proper one with your lips.
No.
Kiss him. Kiss his little face.
Mickey.
That's what mad people do with animals.
No, so it's yeah.
That's what mad people do with animals.
How did you pick him up and take him to the vet? Because you're obviously very attached to him.
Oh, well, no, yes. Well, I'll tell you. This is what happened. This is ours, and this is all of our... Well, it's not mine, it's my family's. And I took him to the vet because I was worried because he was not really bouncing.
Wasn't tearing around like you'd expect. You're an intelligent woman, Claudia. You know that no tortoises bound around the place licking
Yes.
people's faces like a spaniel.
Yes, I
So
did.
what was the change in the tortoise's behaviour that you thought meant
Yes.
it was depressed?
This is a very good point. It was just a little bit stationary. When we first got him, he was sort of scampery. Well, not scampery.
Do you want to have a minute to think about this story? Scampering the tortoise.
He wasn't scampery, but he was... no, not like that. Anyway...
So essentially, you bought a tortoise that was having a fit. It recovered, and you mistook that very recovery for depression.
And what did the vet say?
The vet said he's fine.
Money well spent.
What a relief.
Yeah.
What a relief.
Did you get charged for that?
Yes, and I'll say this out loud.
There's only way to say it. Otherwise, you're thinking of the word think.
And she and she suggested that maybe we organise, like, tortoise playdates.
Right, now you're pushing it. What do you reckon?
She suggested you organise tortoise play dates.
You had them. You had them.
So what are you going to say, David? Is that the truth? Did that happen?
What do you think, Fiona?
Do you know, I think it might not be true somehow.
Look, if this is true...
If this is true,
If
you
this
are
is true,
brilliant.
Claudia deserves a point.
Yeah, at least.
You're saying like...
If this is true, Claudia deserves a frickin' Oscar.
We're saying lie.
They're saying like, OK, Claudia, Yoshi the tortoise.
Yoshi the tortoise, and that story was true.
Claudia.
Okay, all right. Good job, Claudia. I was like, that was well done. I was like, because she said she didn't like cats. So I was like, either she's just pretending to like really hate this thing to sell it because otherwise it might be an obvious story. Like, you know, she's gonna take the tortoise she thought it was depressed, so she's gonna take it to the vet. It's like, these people know her. They know that seems like plausible, so she's got to pretend to not know its name and to hate it. Also, love the fact that they named their tortoise Yoshi. Good job, Claudia's family.
Hello.
Hi.
I wrote to Jim will Fix It asking to meet ABBA. They wrote back offering the chance to see how the blue bits were made in cheese.
Did you explain why they did that?
Yes, they did, and I'll tell you for why. Because somebody was interested in the blue bits in the cheese. I'd like to throw in the word Stilton at this point. Okay. And that person had a cold. And so they had an opening. They had an area of the factory somebody could go in, or where they make cheese, with the cows.
Cows. The cows provide the milk. They don't manufacture it.
So this is before
So
Rob.
what you're trying to convince us in this
was-
story is that you've written off to want to see ABBA.
I did.
And
Was
he
the
said,
host.
would you be interested in doing the cheese
Yeah.
thing instead of the ABBA thing?
I did. Yes.
And you've got back and said you don't want to do that.
Oh, well, I politely declined.
Well, you
Claudia,
would,
you're
of course.
such a bad liar. I don't believe a word of it.
So you didn't go.
And you never met ABBA?
I never met ABBA, and I didn't meet the cheese people.
And you never got a Jim will Fix It badge.
No.
Lee, a decision of some
Yes,
sort.
Tara, what do you think?
I think Claudia's lying.
And what are you basing that on?
I just know Claudia.
I think it's accepted. I think, yes, that she probably wrote and wanted to see ABBA, but they wouldn't offer you cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the bit I'm doubting. It's the cheese bit. Should we go
Okay.
with the lie then?
Yeah, go for the lie.
I think Claudia might be lying.
Okay, Claudia,
OK,
truth or lie?
I will tell you.
Okay.
It is actually true.
Ah, you're so good.
It's completely true.
She's good.
What we can expect
Like I said,
from
she knows these people know her. So she's like, well, okay. Is that like, she must be doing this on purpose, right? She's like, knows who the people are who know her. And she is very, very good at, I didn't know she was like an actress. I thought she was like a talk show person. What has she been in?
weather. It's a prototype, so I have to help it a little bit. A bit cloudy that side, but this is the side that matters. And look, tomorrow it is going to be cloudy.
That could become addictive every morning. Oh, I wonder what it's going to be. Don't open the curtains, let's wait. And then it comes out. It makes life fun.
It doesn't sound like you have to struggle to make things fun. If that's fun. Ooh, I can't wait till a vague shape on my toast gives me a shit idea of what the weather might be like. Then I'll open the curtains, it'll be different, and that'll be fun.
When I meet someone for the very first time, I automatically make a mental note of what animal I think they are. Once it's in, I never forget it.
Please, team.
Do I raise my... I don't raise my hand, do I?
Do you need to get to the toilet?
Jamie, just to be clear, you may be dressed like a 7-year-old, but you don't have to behave like one.
Claudia, so we met for the first time.
Yes.
What animal did you choose me to be?
Ferret.
A ferret? Why a ferret?
Well, small, friendly, could pet, not in a weird way. Immediately, ferret.
And will you always see him as a ferret now? Was
That's
that how
it.
That's it.
Finished.
You're done.
I mean, you might have another name, well done, but in my mind, ferret.
Can you do all of us with that system?
Of course, beaver.
Talks to you or me? Which one?
You.
You're the beaver. No,
Why am I a beaver?
You're a cat.
I'd love to
No,
be
you're
a cat. Oh, I'm so
You're
glad.
a cat.
Sorry,
Quite a fancy
whoa,
cat.
beaver?
Yes.
Why beaver?
It's just automatic. I mean, I'm not...
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it too.
They've got big teeth and they're a bit
Okay.
smelly looking.
And your point is, no, you're total beaver. Common cuckoo, this one.
What?
A common cuckoo.
Why a cuckoo?
Normally I don't think about it. Common cuckoo, owl, puppy, end of.
Rod, it's like, what? A puppy?
Breed. You can't just say puppy. That's got to be a breed.
I'm, all right, if I'm pushed, red setter.
Yes.
Happy with that?
He's like, yep.
I think I'm the only one who isn't happy. I'm a
love
cuckoo.
it.
Whoa, I'm not too happy with the beaver.
Lee, beavers are industrious. They are clever. They have figured out refrigeration. Like, you could be okay with being a beaver.
I'm pleased with owl. I'll be honest. I'm happy with that.
I would love owl. I would have loved that.
You're nowhere close to an owl.
So, Claudia. I'll say Claudia, I mean meerkat. You have got a bit of meerkat about you, haven't you?
Okay.
Yeah.
If I was going to do it to myself, camel.
Camel, why camel?
I'm pure camel. I'm 100% camel. Maybe 3% mouse.
3% mouse, 97% camel.
There you
That was
go.
a hell of a mum and dad relationship. You wouldn't like to be the mouse in that relationship, would you? Why do you do it, though? Does it help you remember the person's name or something?
I've just done it forever. I think we might have started when we were young and we had a teacher who was a little bit human, but mainly cow.
Well, she's certainly given an encyclopedic
She
response.
has done very well. In fact, I would say it's instant with you. I can tell it's instant.
Done.
It's gutter, isn't it?
Name anybody.
So, without pausing or hesitating, tell us all again what we are.
Okay, easy. Cat, beaver, ferret, common cuckoo, owl, baby red setter.
Baby red setter.
I just do it. I can't help it.
So what are you thinking, Lee?
So you think it's true?
Yeah, I think it's true.
Genuinely, I think it's not true, but there's one bit in it that makes it feel true. The word Claudia.
You saying it's true?
It's true.
OK, Claudia, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
She's very good.
Claudia is first up.
Okay.
I mean, she might start doing it, though. She had those things ready to go. Like, put on the spot like that, unless she, like, planned it out in advance. I don't know if they know who their co-hosts are while they go. But, like, she's... Claudia Winkleman, everybody.
Oh, Good. I once put nail polish remover in my fish tank to give my goldfish more energy.
Lee's team.
She's bad with animals.
Relentlessly.
When was this?
I was small. I was 5, 6 when I had goldfish. They were lovely, sweet things.
Until you put nail polish remover
They
in
were
it.
fine. They were fine.
They survived?
Yes. I didn't put the whole bottle in. I just put a tiny, just like a little bit, just to give them a bit more pizzazz.
I should say at this point to people who might be watching at home or just in Dixon's window that we don't encourage interfering with fish in any way.
No fish
Goldfish
interference.
did you have?
I had 2.
2 goldfish. What were they called?
Rabbit and cat.
What was your rabbit and your
was
cat
your cat called dog?
No.
Was your mum called Dad?
I was.
My mum was. Why did you think it would give them energy?
Because I thought they were looking a bit sleepy and they were never really doing enough hoo-ha. So I put in a bridge, and what you want them to do is play hide and seek and hide under the bridge and then come up and go weave through the green, the pond life, the water, the plants.
Plants. I love it. It took her forever to get to plants. I mean, that happens to me all the time. I forget specifically the word I forget most for whatever reason is broom. So I'm like, where's the sweeper? Like, for whatever reason, like, that word just escapes my brain every single time I go to say it. So it's like, I'm not like, okay, she couldn't remember the word for plants. That kind of thing happens. I'm not like salty about that. I'm just really curious how she got the idea, like her idea of how like various amphibians and like fish, what is the word for fish? Like ischuscus, whatever. It starts with an I. Those things, she like expects them to act very differently than they usually do, I think.
Yeah. Do you think David Attenborough's job is threatened by you?
The point is when you buy freshly cut flowers, they often say put in an aspirin or some nail polish remover, and it will just make them.
Oh.
Whoa.
I've never heard that.
Heard that?
I've heard aspirin, but not...
Why would you give aspirin to flowers?
Because they got a headache.
I've never heard either of those.
It's the feet that are hurting, surely.
So that's when you see a bunch of flowers, you think they're silently going, my feet
Well, no. What she said is, where the hell are my feet? My ankles are killing.
As you'd know if you're an amputee, you can still get an itch in the bit of you that's been cut off.
You're going to have to work on your catchphrases, David.
You've heard the story. I know what I think. I can't share that with you because I have to remain impartial.
Do you know?
We've never asked Rob this. What do you think, Rob?
I think Claudia needs 24-hour care. Anyway, to return.
So is this like in the days before like all of them were screens? Because it looks like the backgrounds for a lot of these are just like paper.
What we were concerned with a moment earlier.
Like that looks like, does that not look like construction paper to you? Like, is that what it used to be? Like, it doesn't look like a real set.
I don't know. I can imagine a child doing something like that.
I can
I
too.
can't believe it would work, would it?
Drive it distraction. It broke flapping around that big crazy...
Well, then it worked, didn't it?
Like, ouch, ouch, ouch.
It did have more energy. Did it? So what are we going for, Claire?
Well, I think it's a lie.
What do you think?
It's a lie.
Well, then I'll go with my team and say that it's a lie.
Saying it's a lie. OK, Claudia Winkleman.
Yes.
True or false?
It
Truth
is,
or
in
lie?
fact, a truth.
Yes, it was true all along. Claudia did once put nail polish remover in her fish tank to give her goldfish more energy. That was the last time in her life that Claudia Winkleman wasted a single drop of makeup.
Ouch.
Please welcome this week's special guest, Tony.
See, they look different. They're screens now.
Right, let's start with you, Claudia. What is Tony to you?
This is Tony. He's my builder. He drove for over an hour to come to my house to fix my TV, and it turned out all I needed to do was change the batteries in the remote control.
Rod, how do you know Tony?
This is Tony, and we played in a band together. We both played guitar, except only his was plugged in, because I can't play a note.
David, what is your relationship with Tony?
This is Tony, and I regularly go round to his house to play with his Lego.
So, there we have it. Claudia's helpful handyman, Rod's musical mate, or David's play pal. Lee's team, where would you like to begin?
OK, let's start with Claudia. How do you know him?
He built my house.
Out of Lego? Is it a combined story?
What happened is my telly didn't work, and so I thought...
I got it. Did he put the television in the house?
Yeah. Yes.
So he built this from scratch, as in it was foundations up?
Well, no, but he did the other stuff.
What other stuff?
You know...
The building.
No, the painting. Tell me.
I think...
You know, the other stuff.
The painting.
The television wasn't working. You
Correct.
thought, I'll call my builder.
That's what happened.
Why did you think the builder is responsible for the television?
I thought he would know about things falling off. I've got an unstable roof.
You've got an unstable mind.
Why are you clapping? The telly didn't work. The little puffin baby, what's his... Yeah. He wanted to watch
What
the
do you mean,
telly.
little puffin
What is a
baby?
puffin?
Stop talking to me.
I thought you said that you wanted to watch the telly.
I did.
But then what is Puffin doing?
I only want to watch what he wants to watch.
Who in the love of God is the puffin? Look out, whose mind is the worst? Claudia's or yours? She said, I wanted to help out the little puffin, and instead of going, what's the puffin going to do with it? You went, well, hang on, who wanted to watch the telly, you or the puffin? Doesn't matter who wants to watch the telly. What's the puffin doing there? It's the next question.
Anyway, and Tony went, no problem, because...
Tell us what the puffin is doing in the house, and I'm not moving on.
No, that's not his real name. He's called Arthur, but...
Who's Arthur?
Your child.
Your son! That's all I wanted. Did you go to the Rob Gilbert School of Explanation?
Let's move this on. OK, then he arrives, and he gets to the house.
Yeah.
He comes in, and what happens?
And I say something must have fallen off the roof, Tony.
Meaning the aerial or the dish.
But didn't you see that little red light in the bottom right-hand corner that wasn't green?
Interesting.
Did he fix it straight away, or did he not have the tools? Watch his face.
No.
Did he have to nip to see his mate Kevin, who's got the right tools, who lives 4 days away?
He just got the remote. It was like magic.
Okay.
And he flicked this thing.
This is the killer.
No, the back...
killer question that will decide whether she's telling the truth. Did he charge you?
No.
He's not a builder.
Well, there we are. Now, who would you like to question next?
OK, so Rod. Sorry, remind us of your fact.
I can't even remember his name.
It's Tony.
I know what it is. I'm bluffing.
It's a bluff. It's a bluff.
I'm bluffing.
Right.
This is Tony. We played in a band together.
Oh,
we
yes.
both played guitar, but only his was plugged in because I can't play.
So
and
you can't play.
What was the band called?
It was a long time. Muck Spreader.
And where did you get the name from?
2 of the band were like farmers. It's rural West Wales.
Why were you part of the band then? If you couldn't play and you weren't singing?
Because Tony was the lead singer and guitarist, and as you see him now, that's the kind of charisma he brought to the stage.
But why were you in the band? Why were you in the band?
That's what I'm coming to. That's what
You
I'm
were
saying.
there for charisma.
No, Tony was... this is what he was like as a lead front man.
Surely he didn't put his arms behind his back when he was playing the guitar.
No, he had a guitar. He had a guitar in front of him.
Yeah.
But in all other ways, that is exactly what
Dressed
he was
in a
like.
suit.
Right. And he was that dull and uncharismatic at the front of the... So boring was he at the
That
front.
is not... we're not doubting that. What we're doubting is the fact that he thought you could help that situation.
They saw me dancing kind of on the dance floor in a barn dance thing, and they thought, we need a front man, because I was so dull.
So you were like the Bez.
The Bez,
I was
yeah.
exactly like the Bez, but with a guitar.
And what kind... Well, I was going to say, what kind of music did you play? But you didn't. What kind of music didn't you play?
Well, the band was a sort of punky, rocky sort
Can
of...
you...
Punky Rocky, is that how you introduced it? Johnny Rotten. And now we're going to do some punky Rocky music.
Can you...
I do know that kind of thing happens. I just read an article. I can't remember the band, but like they're called... Oh, God, what was the band? Crap. It was like it's a famous band. I don't remember, but their keyboard player, like basically lied his way into the band, pretended he was playing the keyboard, but he made sure that it was never actually plugged in, and he would like play, and then the singer would be like, "Oh, I can always tell when you're like, you definitely bring something really cool to the band. I can tell when you're not playing," but it's like, no, you really can't, because I never ever play. But then he would like go home and he taught himself piano so he would be able to play. But I'm like, frick. What band was it? I don't remember. If you remember what band that was where the keyboardist lied for a long time about being able to play, put that in the comments, because I know I just read an article about that.
I'm the Buck Spreaders. Can you... I am the Antichrist. I'm not. I'm a farmer. The Buck Spreaders.
All our songs had the word muck in the title.
Like what?
Like, hey, we're the Muck Spreaders. Muckadoo about nothing.
You did Shakespeare plays as well. Oh, I See, now it's all making sense. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this punk rock band would now like to perform a piece from Shakespeare.
See, the thing is, the more Rod talks, the more Claudia's story sounds plausible.
But he won't be speaking, he's not plugged in, he'll mind me. Okay.
So, what about David?
Okay, David, this is Tony and you go around to his house to play Lego, is that what you're saying?
Why would you play Lego at Tony's house?
He's got a lot of Lego.
No.
Can I say at this
the
point,
question
with
is-
all this mention of Lego, with us being the BBC, there are other children's building blocks available. They're not as good, but there are others. Sorry, carry
Yes,
on.
absolutely.
How often do you go around to his house and play with Lego?
I suppose it must be once every 2 or 3 weeks.
How long is a session?
Oh, 2 or 3 hours.
And do you freeform, or have you got a kit that you follow the instructions?
We're building a castle.
Are you?
A model of a castle.
So this castle, is it an exact replica of your house, or is it...
No, it's supposed to look like the Tower of London.
So how big is it going to end up being? It's obviously big, isn't it?
When it's finished, I think it'll be, I would say, roughly the size of one of these circles here.
Wow, and how long is that going to take?
That sounds right.
Yeah. It's going to be, it's big.
Do you have different sections that you work on, or do you work on the same section at the same time?
What we've largely done is completed the White Tower,
and
now we're trying to work out the footprint, if you see what I mean, of the curve.
Not gonna lie, I could fully 100% believe this. This is a thing grown people do. Like 100% I believe that this is a thing that could have happened.
Curtain wall.
Quick question. Are you still married?
Yes, I am.
How do you know him?
I know him because I made a documentary, and I met him doing that.
What was the documentary?
Lego.
The documentary was called The Pursuit of Youth. It was about people who are into, childish things as adults.
And they got you to host that?
Yes.
When you approached this sort of Lego building, did everyone believe you? So you told your wife, you said, I'm going to go and build Lego at Tony's house, and everything was fine, and that was all...
She seemed to believe me.
Has Tony got a wife?
I can answer that.
Yes, Tony does have a wife.
What is the name of the person who started Lego?
I don't know.
Nor do I, so...
So, Lee's team, is Tony Claudia's helpful handyman, Rod's musical mate, or David's play pal?
I think he's David's
played
play
this game
pal.
long enough to know that if he was to put in the phrase, I was making a telly show, that would be a risk. Are you following his career? I'm not. Anybody here following David's career? Anybody?
I feel like I saw the trailer for it.
Don't say that even as a
I feel like I saw the trailer.
That was trailers?
David...
This week on Pursuit of Youth. How's your wife, Tony? Join us next week on Pursuit of Youth.
Lee's being rude. Come on, Lee.
Now, what about Claudia?
I think you're wise, you're clever. You would have thought this through, I feel.
You
would
think
have checked
Claudia is wise and clever? Have you ever seen her on the television? Or met her?
No, but I think you have good initiative. You have very good initiative.
So who do you think it is, Jamie, if you don't think it's Claudia?
I mean, I do think it's Claudia, maybe.
I think it's Lee, but Claudia, maybe.
You now think it's Claudia?
I think it's Claudia.
I think it's Rod.
Oh.
You're wrong.
Oh, well, in that case...
No, you could be right. I'm going with you.
No, you change your mind. He's already done
I'm
this.
easily susceptible. I want it to be David.
I want
think
it to
it's
be
Claudia.
David.
I'm going with Rod.
What's it going to be? We need a...
She's in the documentary. David.
David.
You
All
better
right.
have seen this
Tony,
documentary.
would you please reveal your true identity?
My name is Tony, and I drove to Claudia's to fix her.
Okay, see, I was like, it could be, that's where I was like, but Lee, but David's made a lot of sense, though. And she gets me every single time. I'm like, maybe I should just, whatever it is. She gets me every single time.
Sorry.
You asked.
No, please.
Did
I promise you, right, I won't do it again. Claudia, have you got a question?
I do. I don't want to get pernickety, but unless Mickey has some magical line to the producer who goes, who's on 3 weeks in advance, I found out who I was with, I think, today. Like, I don't think you know that far.
To be honest with you, Claudia, some people get booked well in advance.
Just to have a good sleep, a lot of diet soft drinks, and perhaps a cheese sandwich. Bit simple, really. Very cheap date, if anybody wants to go on one.
Okay. Claudia Winkleman, everybody, and my green screen is being aborted again. Close. That kind of worked. My elephant died. He went down. Anyway, thank you for those of you who suggested that I check out Claudia Winkleman. I knew her, like I said, a teeny bit, but God, I didn't know how good of a liar that girl was. She is skilled. And, like, has she done any, like, actual television or movies or anything? She should. She's very good. I mean, she got me every single time, even when I was kind of thinking, maybe. But I was like, ugh. I don't know. She was good. Very skilled. I would like to see more of her, I think, from other than just, like, her occasionally being a panelist on Big Fat Quiz. Because I've seen her in some of those. But yes, thank you everybody for coming with me on my Would I Lie to You and other British panel show journey. Again, I would love to see some other stuff. If you have anything that you want me to look at, just let me know in the comments below. You could also join our Discord. Let me know there. I mean, I'm all for looking at different comedy things. I'm also interested in seeing things from places other than the UK. I'm interested in seeing, like, history stuff, just like cultural things, anything like that. So anything that you think would be interesting, anything that you think people should know that people seem to not know, like, let us know in the comments below. I would love to look at that kind of thing. So thank you once again. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, all of the channels. There are several. We also have Chicago Reacts and Chicago Reacts Anime and TV. You can subscribe to those channels as well. We are looking to put out the best content we can, and we rely on your help to get us there. So thank you again. Let us know what we can do better in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.